Hello, fair maidens, and welcome now to Tuesday. Sunny and cool is my prediction today for the Virgos. The moon is still in your sign. It's come off of Saturn, which means for the next 24 hours, your emotions are working side by side with your ego. Now, don't be too surprised if you get called into soul service. Remember, Virgos, you guys are the critics of reality. You help us find the cracks in certain and weaknesses in areas of life. You're also the healers of the planet, so I would not be too surprised if you get called into some situation where you're either healing the situation, you're helping them reorganize, or you're pointing out some obvious flaws. So we tend to get pulled into soul service when the moon is in our sign. Zipping around to the sun, however, we're in chapter 2 of Sun in Aries. The topic this month for Virgos is trust and intimacy. Where you draw your lines, or where you fail to draw your lines. That's the topic. And lines are everywhere. It's the line of giving up your money. It's a line of giving up your body in an intimate situation. It's a line of giving up yourself to the universe. The line between life and death. All these lines, Virgos are redrawing this month. Now, today with Saturn ruling the day, it means we are all in a place of power to make some critical decisions in our life. And in chapter 2, you're likely going to be in a position to make some good decisions on most likely boundaries that aren't working for you. By chapter 2, you should be pretty clear of what boundaries won't work anymore. And you're probably beginning to understand at this point in the transit where you can where you need new boundaries or where you need to change boundaries. So this is the halfway point of the transit, and I expect you to make some decisions. Some good news, Pluto has retrograded over the weekend. Now, if you don't know, Pluto is the consciousness that creates death. It forces things to die and be reborn. Basically, what Pluto does is draw absolute lines, a line that you just can't cross, period. Pluto has been in Capricorn since January, and for Virgos, Pluto has been saying to the Virgo race, it is now time to get back in touch with your inner child, to heal your inner child, and to get back on the path of your true soul expression, what you really came to the planet to do. Virgos have gotten very complex, and I think far removed from what their inner child really wants. So in the last few months, anytime you ignored your inner child, something probably collapsed on you, okay? Or if your inner child was being neglected, you might have had some huge temper tantrums. That's Pluto saying, no more Virgo, time to get back in touch with your inner child. Well, Pluto will be retrograde until September 11th. So for the next few months, it's time to kind of re-examine how the first half of the year went, especially when it comes to you being creative and you being in romances as well. I know relationships are a big deal to Virgos right now, and the romantic butterfly part of it is Pluto and Capricorn. So you've got a little bit of a break, and come September 11th, your birthday period, make sure you don't have those old bad habits back in place, because when Pluto retrogrades, it allows us to fall back into where we were. So be conscious of that. Pluto can be vicious. All right, Virgo, that's all I got for the day. I'll see you tomorrow with Shout Out Wednesday. Live, love, be.